Trampoline jumps, balance balls, treadmill maneuvers, all part of the work 18-year-old Gage Senter has done after a devastating crash changed everything.
Police say the victim is a 15-year-old boy from Merrimack, Massachusetts.
That boy was Gage. He was taken to Mass General Hospital in critical condition. In a coma for a month with a fractured skull and bleeding on the brain, doctors trying to relieve the swelling. He says his father, who died when Gage was a child, came to him in that unconscious state telling him to wake up.
And you knew it was your dad?
Yes, I knew it. Same face.
And what did he say to you?
He said, "You're alive. Enjoy it while you have it."
Gage would spend 3 months at Spalding Rehab Hospital. Diagnosed with traumatic brain injury, he had to relearn how to walk, how to talk.
Awesome job, Gage.
But he couldn't do the thing he loved the most, skate. He'd been a standout hockey player in Amesbury, making varsity as a freshman, regularly chosen for the junior Olympic team, now determined to master a different kind of fundamental. In February, he transitioned to the May Center School for Brain Injury and Neurobehavioral Disorders in Brockton, working almost every day with physical therapist Stacy Serrata.
At that time, his endurance was quite low. His left side was weak. His balance was very impaired. He could not walk across the balance beam.
But Gage refused to give up, and he refused to let go of his dream to get back on the ice. As he slowly improved, Stacy realized it might be possible. So at a local rink, Stacy and another therapist by his side, Gage took to the ice for the first time in almost 2 years.
He wasn't able to glide. He would lift his feet up, and that was kind of challenging because just being off balance would make him fall.
That was 7 months and hours of practice ago, all leading to this.
Felt like it was my chance, number 2. That's exactly what it felt like.
Recoveries like his are rare. They really are, and they're very exciting when you see just how far somebody can progress.
Gage says he will keep improving on and off the ice and has a message for anyone struggling right now.
Don't give up, keep going, keep fighting. Every step of the way is worth it.
Emily Reamer, WMUR News 9.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Mike Haddad with your Storm Watch 9 forecast.
The winter chill that is out there statewide, including the Queen City. We start off in Manchester. You can see temperature of 21 degrees, but the feel-like temperature, oh yeah, it's down below 10 at 9 due to that north to northwesterly wind about 12 miles per hour. The dew point very low. That kind of plays games with our weather forecast in the coming hours into tomorrow, because that will help the snow to accumulate and keep temperatures quite chilly during the onset of the next storm tomorrow evening. Right now, 9 below atop Mount Washington, 7 to 13 anywhere from Whitefield through Berlin. Teens for many, a few low 20s, extreme southern parts of New Hampshire. It's only half the story because the winds are still a bit on the active side. So the wind chill checking in anywhere from the single digits to the teens. Eventually, the wind shut down, skies remain clear, and this is the result. Early tomorrow morning at about 6 or 6:30, we're near 0 in the Great North Woods, single digits to near 10 for many, and about 10 to 15 Manchester towards the coast, close to, if not, below record lows for tomorrow morning. So that's the start of your Thursday. However, fair skies are over. It's just a few high wispy clouds, so we should see a lot of sun tomorrow morning. Clouds will lower and thicken as the day wears on. And here comes the next storm on the map with a lot of juice in the atmosphere. You can see this train of moisture from Cincinnati in the form of rain and snow down into Atlanta and point south with a lot of rain. It is lifting northward and should arrive here during tomorrow evening. So here's a breakdown of the timeline. Again, mostly clear skies tonight, sun and few high clouds tomorrow morning, and then the clouds arrive during the afternoon. Once we get past about 6 or 7 in the evening, the snow shield will be right on our doorstep, ready to blitz northward at a pretty good clip, so that by the mid to late evening, a good part of New Hampshire will be snowing. And in this deep shade of blue, an indication that the snowfall rate could be between a ½ inch and an inch per hour. So slow going on the roads tomorrow evening into early on Friday. Gets very tricky Friday morning. A mixed line and possibly a change to rain near the coast does occur before the back edge of the rain and snow lift out of here right around midday, 1 or 2, the latest Friday afternoon. So what I'm projecting for snow right now, a general 4 to 8 inches of it in many parts of New Hampshire. The exception right along the immediate coast, maybe an inch or two at the beaches, move a couple miles inland, generally 2 to 4. But anywhere, again, from the Merrimack Valley, points north and west, it's looking like a 4 to 8 inch snowfall. It'll be that heavy, wet, pasty snow, and that means it's tough to move around and a shock to the system after what we've had over the last several weeks. Cold but no snow, and now we add more winter to the mix. Hour by hour in Concord tomorrow, notice 20 at about 9 o'clock. By the early part of the evening, in the mid-20s after topping off right around freezing. So certainly cold enough to support the snow. By the time we get into early Friday, especially in the afternoon, rain and snow shut down. So the morning commute looks real treacherous. The evening commute, much, much better, although with temperatures dropping down to freezing or below, there could be some refreeze issues for roads that aren't treated well. Saturday and Sunday, much quieter, maybe a few flurries in the mountains, fair amount of sun, and even though temperatures are not warm, hey, it's better than the snow and the rain.
People have to learn how to drive again in that weather, too.
Have you tested your snow thrower yet?
I have. I've done that. I heard you had an issue today, but you got it going.
I've got it going.
And Charisse, I think, is all set.
I'm all set. I'm
you
ready.
know why it wouldn't start?
I know.
You need a gas.
Yeah, that's
put that
usually
gas
an
in
important. And a spark plug is the next thing to try.
All right.
Mike.
Thanks. Well, in sports tonight, we look ahead to Saturday championship games with the Campbell Cougars.